The president has declared a war of sorts on a lethal enemy.
The world is looking to us, the United States, and it's a responsibility that we embrace.
Strengthening the U.S. commitment to fight a virus that's spreading faster than it can be contained, part of an attempt to keep it out of the United States. It's not the first time there have been concerns about Ebola coming here.
A mutated strain of the killer virus struck a research facility outside Washington, D.C.
In 1989, an airborne strain of the virus quickly spread through monkeys at the Hazleton Research Facility in Reston, Virginia, creating fear and panic outside the nation's capital. Richard Preston chronicled the outbreak in his bestseller, The Hot Zone.
The monkeys were dying with nosebleeds. There was blood all over the place. And it was clearly a highly potentially infective environment loaded with Ebola virus.
Dr. Jerry Jacks was in charge of the Reston facility when the outbreak occurred.
We had one event where we had a monkey get loose in one of our rooms. The monkey didn't want to get caught, and he was smart about that, and, we had a hard time catching him.
In the end, that particular subspecies of Ebola, dubbed the Reston strain, proved fatal only to the monkeys. But that didn't stop the fear that an outbreak could happen here, like the one depicted in the movie Outbreak.
If one of them's got it, then 10 of them have got it now. We can't stop it.
The threat of Ebola spreading in the U.S. may have been low, but the concern about an epidemic was real.
The most optimistic projection for the spread of the virus is this: 24 hours, 36 hours, 48 hours.
Professor David Heyman helped investigate the first Ebola outbreak in Africa in 1976.
Ebola is a disease which is fairly easy controlled, but at the same time it's a disease which is very terrifying to people and which causes great human suffering and death.
This time around, the first confirmed case of Ebola was in Guinea in March of this year. Within a week, it spread to Liberia. Neighboring Sierra Leone reported their first case in May. Despite efforts to contain the virus, it spread to Nigeria, and now Senegal is seeing signs of an outbreak.
The problem, as of now, is really a problem of countries that just simply don't have the resources to fight Ebola. They need help from the outside, because if, by chance, the outbreak were to really get bad, then it could, it could threaten the United States.
With some 10,000 people expected to fly from Ebola-stricken countries to the U.S. over the next few months, the medical community is on high alert for potential cases stateside.